Gentlemen, today I'm going to teach you my entire night game process. So from entering the nightclub until you take home girls. So I'm going to teach you how you systematically build social proof in the club, how to get every single girl attracted to you and take home the hottest girl in the club. Okay? It all starts with how you show up at the club, right? When you're going to a nightclub, you always want to dress a little bit fancy. So like me today, I'm just wearing this kind of ridiculous shirt that is shiny and bright, but it gets attention. And that's what you want in a nightclub. So you want to get attention from as many girls as possible, so they at least see you. And then you want to go into the club and build social proof. So talk to everyone, be social, and be the guy that knows everyone and just talk to every girl. So you basically build your base with friends, with people that want to talk to you, and that other girls see that you're pre-selected, that other men see that you're high status, and that you are the most famous man in the club, basically. So you can literally get celebrity status in the club. All right? Okay. So look, it all starts in the line. I worked as a club and party promoter, like I told you, in Spain and in Bulgaria for 3 years. I've never been standing in the line. And I would also advise you to never wait in a line because it's kind of beta male behavior, right? So either you just completely skip the line without caring what anyone thinks of you and just stand in front of the line, or you get a VIP table, or you get to know the bouncers and the people that work in the club. So you have that status that they just let you in wherever you go in a nightclub, right? And you can even go to the bouncer and say, you're from TripAdvisor and you are a club tester, and then you just skip the entire line and you tell them, hey, if you let us in for free, then we're going to give you a good review. That's what Baxter and Mystery are doing, right? And then what you can also do, you can go up to the club and tell them that you're bringing girls, or you bring a bunch of girls, and then you can also get in for free, right? But what do we do once we enter the club? Because like you can see, there's 2 girls standing, there's 2 dudes, there's a group of 3 girls, here's a mixed set, so a dude and 2 girls. And we walk in here and we smile. Okay, that's the most important, that you show up high energy, that you're smiling, that you're spreading good vibes, and that you start the conversation with anyone as soon as you enter the club. All right, so this can be high five, fist bump, hey, what's up? You know, just ask the first girl, hey, what are you drinking? What is a good drink here? Where's the toilet? Where's the bathroom? Or whatever, right? You just have to get into the social mood and out of your head. So you have to be completely present in the club. So that's one of the most important things. Don't get in your head, oh, what are the other people thinking of me when you're dancing or whatever. You want to be completely present and leave all your worries behind. Don't think about bad things that happened. Just be 100% present and be social and show up with a great posture, with a great body language. You know, stand tall and walk like you're Conor McGregor, right? Okay. Then what else? Yes. So you have to understand that a nightclub without girls is no fun, right? So girls are the currency of a club. The guys who have the most girls, the guys who are showing up with girls, who have social proof, who are pre-selected, these are the guys that all the other girls want, or that all the other people are interested. You know, when someone is entering a club and there's a dude walking in with 3 other girls, then you know, okay, this guy is kind of cool. He's probably a great guy and I want to talk to him. And that's what we're going to do today. So basically, as soon as we enter the club, we don't wait in line. We have a VIP table anyways. So we are going out and we are talking to every single set in the club. So when we're on the dance floor, we are saying high five, we are talking to people, we are being social, we are flirting a little bit. But you don't want to be the guy that's going up to a girl and then asking for a phone number, right? So there's 3 parts of the night. In the beginning, everyone is just like standing around and everyone is shy and they're pre-drinking, or they're just waiting for the party to go on. So there's not so much going on. But over time, the club is heating up and then that's where the mood is coming and the DJ is going crazy and everyone is just having a lot of fun and it's getting crazy, right? So when you enter the club, what you want to do is that you check where's the bathroom, where's the VIP areas, where's the DJ, where's the bar, where's the other bathroom. You know, you want to check out all floors. And while you're doing that, you're just talking to everyone. Hey, what's up? Where you from? How's it going? You know, just be completely natural and talk to people all the time. So don't be the guy that's standing around in the corner and doesn't know what he's doing and you're shy and you're in your head and you know, so always be in interactions. So start a conversation with two girls, then maybe introduce them to another set, yeah, right? So you're talking to two girls, then girls that you talk prior to, you can tell them, hey Lisa, have you met my friend Sabrina? And then you just introduce them to each other and then they think that you know these other girls from a long time. You know, so you're merging sets basically. And that's what we want to do all the time. The good thing is that we have a VIP table today. So what we are going to do is that we bring all girls from the club into the VIP area. Okay? And by the way, you guys let me know if you have any questions.
I think that's about.
Yeah?
Yeah, you said it's good to have a shiny outfit.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it's good to have a shiny outfit. What's a good way to use bandana, for example?
Yeah, I'm not so sure about the bandana. I would say you use the fur coat. And we go out with the fur coat because the coat you can use to throw it to other people and it's fun and you can pull them towards you. So that's good, right? But it's always good, for example, to have chewing gum or to show them like a video or something or to use your phone. You know, you're just taking out your phone and then, hey girls, what's up? Let's take a video together, you know? So this can be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But like a bandana or something is not so nice. But if you... yeah, it can be all kinds of things, right? So for example, this outfit is to get attention. So just that people see you. And then they see me, they have a strong body language and they see us with all these girls in the VIP area later. So like they know that I'm a great guy and I want to have attention. You know, you don't dress this way if you don't want to get attention, right? That's why beta males always try to dress normal, like their mom is telling them how to dress. And you just want to stand out in a way and then you get more attention from hot girls. Yeah. So what's good, for example, if you bring in a light or if you bring in some sort of game or like a whatever it is, right? Like small games.
Yeah.
They can work. But it's absolutely not necessary. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Ja, das ist so vielleicht Strategie für später, was wir genau konkret machen können.
Yes.
Ja, mach das mal am besten. Kannst sagen, wir im Bootcamp, wir gehen jetzt raus und das ist eine Strategie fürs Video.
Okay. Yes. So look, what most people do, they wait in line and then they come in and then they wait at the bar until they get their drink. Then they have to drink 5 drinks to even be a little social. But we are not these kind of guys, right? So we come in there, we talk to the promoters, we talk to the bouncers, we talk to the club owners, we talk to everyone that is working there, and we always spreading good vibes. So we go in, we talk to everyone, we introducing other people to each other, and then we have a VIP table, right? So when we are here in the VIP table, 4 of us, what we're gonna do is that we just go out and gain girls, and the girls that are friendly and that are hooked and that like you can invite them to the VIP table. And sometimes they're like, yeah, I'm not sure if I want to come, but then you just invite them again or tell them to bring their friends and then they can all come, right? So what we're going to do is that we bring all girls into the VIP table here and then we just have a lot of fun and we take videos and we're creating content for social media and we're just enjoying ourselves. And then all these girls that are in our VIP table, they will go out into the dance floor again. So you will see them with other girls. Then you ask them, hey, you want me to? Do you want to introduce your friend to me? Or hey, what's up? Or like you just see other girls with new girls, and then you can all invite them into the VIP section, right? So this is the hub strategy. So when we are going out into the nightclub, you know, there will be people in the outside area where people are smoking. So this is really good, for example, to isolate a girl or to go with a girl to just chill on a couch somewhere to make out or whatever. But also you can walk around here and ask girls if they want to come to your VIP section, right? But just because you're in the VIP section doesn't mean that you're getting laid. It just means that you have a area in the club where you can bring all the girls to. So what I would advise, or what we're going to do, is that we are going out and we talk to all girls in the club all the time, and we bring them all to our VIP section. And then we'll be surrounded by 20 women. We're talking to the DJ, we're talking to the bathroom lady. So everyone in the club needs to know us, you know. And then we'll also get some haters, because people don't like that sometimes if you're too cool for school, you know. So like, we go out, we talk to everyone, we're having fun. Some people will just not like us or will not like you, and that's okay. But we bring them into our section anyways, because I know all the bouncers and the club owners of Santino anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And that's, by the way, exactly how Santino looks, right? So you come into, we skip the line, then you come in, then it goes up the stairs, and then here's the dance floor, then here's the bathroom, here's our VIP area, and then here's all the girls standing around, and here's the dance floor. So when you're getting a VIP table, you always want to make sure that you're right in front of the dance floor. Yeah? Because I did a boot camp in London and we had a VIP table, and then it was like a jail because it was somewhere outside and it was not even a VIP table. You couldn't even talk to any girls. Like, you were excluded from the entire party. So like, if you're getting a VIP table, then make sure that it's at the place in the club with the most foot traffic. You know, so for example, what you can do here at the exit, where people come in and where they go out, you can also just stand around here with your wingman and just have a lot of fun, and then just talk to girls when they're coming in and out, you know. Because, for example, when girls are going on the outside, then they probably don't want to come with you to somewhere, right? And if you don't have a VIP section, what you can also do is that you just talk to girls, and then you bounce them around. So you say, hey, my friends are over there, let me introduce you to my friends. And then you just bring them to somewhere. Oh, I can't find my friends, what's up? But you just randomly approach another set, and you're like, hey, have you already met Lisa? You know, you go with two girls, you tell them to meet your friends, even if you don't have any friends. And then you just go to two other girls and you tell them, hey, that's Lisa. Hey, that's my mom. Hey, that's my sister. You know, you're just making fun. Or like when your wingman is coming into the set, you just say, hey, that's my Uncle Rick. Hey, that's my dad. That's my brother. You know, you're just making it really funny, and you don't care too much like what people think or if it's logical or anything like that. So in the club, no logical conversation, no trying to get to know each other deeply, you know, and you can also escalate quickly. So yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Quick question.
Yeah.
How do you
Wait.
Oh, sorry. How specifically do you present the VIP, like the actual words that you say to invite to the VIP section? Like, how do you present that
Yeah.
statement?
Look, there is a lot of guys spending a lot of money on VIP tables, and they think they can get laid because they have a VIP table. But that's not the case. If you have a VIP table, you still have to be cool and funny and charismatic and make the girls laugh and make them feel comfortable with you. Because otherwise the girls are just coming into the VIP section, drink all your booze with their friends, and then leave when it's gone. And then you get kicked out of the VIP area, right? So that's why I'm saying, when you're talking to girls, then only invite the girls that you vibe with, that have a good vibe, you know, that hook, that like you, that are interested, that are funny. And not just be like, hey, you want to come to my VIP table? I spend a lot of money on alcohol and you can drink it all. You know, you want to invite them once they show compliance and once they are attracted to you. Okay. You know, you say, hey, what's up? High five. Where you from? What's going on? You know, here there will be girls from like Europe and America and Argentina and Mexico and from everywhere. So you just start a conversation with them, and then you can just tell them, hey, by the way, I have a VIP table. Oh, my friend has a VIP table. You always say your friend, right? It's not you that has the VIP table. You always say, my friend has a VIP table. My friend has a VIP table. Do you want to come? He spent all this money on vodka. If you want, we can have some drinks. You know, oh, let's go to the VIP section. We're directly behind the DJ. But you don't want to say this from a place of like really wanting them to come. You know, so like, hey, do you want to please come to my VIP table? I have a VIP table. You know, that doesn't work. So like, it has to come from a place where you have value, where you know that you're a high status man, that you're a great guy, that you're interesting, that you're attractive. And you invite the girls because they've been friendly to you and they've been compliant and they're attracted to you. And you just want to chill in the club. Because I just don't go into a nightclub without a VIP table, because I've been VIP, I've been celebrating with celebrities, with German rappers in Bulgaria, and I just don't like to stand in line and be in the club. I don't even like to go to clubs. But if we're having a VIP table and if we're bringing 20 or 30 girls there and we're having a lot of fun, then you can take pictures with them, you can have fun, you can take videos, and it's just a much better experience than like standing there with your little beer in the club and hoping that some girl is gonna get interested in you. That's what most men dating strategy is: going to a club, getting smashed, hoping that they're gonna get a girl somehow randomly. I'm just gonna get drunk and then things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it's all in your voice and tonality and how you invite the girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
One more. Okay. Go ahead.
No, you.
Okay. One more question.
Yeah.
So when you invite them, do you accompany them to go inside the VIP section, or do you send them?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a VIP table over there. Just go, and then make them drink all the other guys. Here, that's your VIP table. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna bring all the girls, and then bring them to the other VIP table, so they're drinking all the booze from all the other guys. Yeah. So look. So for example, let's say you go up to a group of 3 girls, and you're like, hey, what's up? She has blonde hair. She has green hair and she has brown hair, and then you're just like, hey, what's up? Are you from Sweden? And she's like, no, I'm from Germany. Oh, really nice. And is this your sister? She looks like from Italy, and then you already made the assumption stack. And then you always want to ask, how do you know each other, right? How do you know each other? Where are you from? Are you here on vacation? What are you doing here? And just getting a feel for how they're here and what they're doing. And then if they ask you, what are you doing here? Then you can DHV, demonstrate higher value, and just say, oh, my friend, he just bought a VIP table and he invited me there. If you want, we can go, and just like not making it the main topic of the conversation that you are the guy in the VIP section and you want to feel really cool.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you tell them, let's go to the VIP section, sometimes they're hesitant. Then you just say, your friends can come too. And then they're like, oh, really? My friends can come too? Okay, that's great. And then they bring all their friends, right? And then it's also not like you're trying to take one of the girls away from their friends. Yeah. But this strategy, doesn't have to be a VIP table, right? Yeah. So that's why I asked you, shall we get a VIP table? Yes or no? And if not, no problem, because you can also just stand here with your wingman. You can just stand at the bar here, you and your wingman. Maybe you also have a fat wingman, then you're here, and then you just stand around and you just bring all the girls there, and you bring all the girls there, and then you introduce them to each other. Hey, this is Lisa. Hey, Lisa, this is Sabrina. This is my mom. This is my sister, and then you have like 20 girls around you, and you think like, oh, what is going on, And so you basically build the hub. So it's called the hub strategy. You bring all the girls here, and don't make it such a big deal. It's very easy. Just say, hey, come with me. I have a friend. It's all about the vibe and the energy that you project. So if you're like, hey, my friend has a VIP table. Do you want to come? That's not gonna work. My friend has a VIP table. Let's go drink some vodka shots. like super high energy. So then that works.
Okay.
Okay.
So when I'm at a club, it's really loud sometimes, and my voice will get lost in the club. right? So that's definitely something I'm working on. I just wanted to mention that, you know, I think it's my responsibility so that to be heard, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something I struggle with. I don't know why, but yeah, I just wanted to mention. And sometimes I'll just try to meet people outside to bring them in because it's so loud.
I mean, clubs are always loud.
Yeah, it's not a question. So I just figured I'd mention.
Yeah, I mean, generally, wherever you go, wherever you are, just talk louder than everyone else. It's easy. It's a simple rule. You have a stronger voice, a stronger vocal projection than everyone else. It builds trust. People see you. You know, who are you more afraid, or who do you think is more dangerous? The dude who's like, hey, let's go to the bathroom, or if you're the guy who's like, hey, what's up? You come here. You know, like I'm standing in the VIP section. There's two super hot girls coming, and I'm like, you and you, come here. You know, and they directly come here. So also all the pretty girls, they're pretty much just waiting for you to invite them to the VIP section because they're gonna get invited sooner or later. It's just a matter of time, right? And generally, always the people they gather in front of the dance floor. So here's where all the people are, right? I never dance. I never danced. I used to drink. I don't even drink anymore. That's why I don't go to nightclubs, because there's all these retards that are super drunk. And also here just in front of the DJ, that's where all the sets are, all the girls and all the guys. And when you're opening groups, or when you're talking to groups, it's still always good to have something in your hand, right? You don't wanna be the guy like, I don't drink, you know, and be super proud of it, and be the moral apostle that you don't drink. So just have a drink in your hand, like even if it's water or whatever. You can even get like a drink glass, so it looks like you're having a drink, even if it's non-alcoholic, and then you can just cheers with people. You know, like me with my King of Germany cup. You just go up to the group of girls, you know, with your little drink, and then, hey girls, cheers, what's up? It's my birthday today, even if it's not your birthday. You know, you can just make things up. Like I always introduce my friends or my wingman when I'm going out. I just introduce them in a crazy way. You know, so for example, I'm talking here to two girls, and then Rick is coming into the set, and then, hey Lisa, that's my friend Rick. 2 weeks ago, he went on Mount Everest. And they're like, really? You know, and it's not even true. You just make some funny things up, and then the girls just love it because it's interesting. You know, it doesn't have to be real. Also, when the girls are asking you, so what do you do for work? I'm a software engineer and I'm working 48 hours a week. And you know, you don't want to say that. You just want to come up with things. You just come up with, oh, you know, I'm a helicopter driver. I'm a boat driver. I'm flying the airplanes here from Cancun to Playa del Carmen or whatever, right? So you just make things up. And then, yeah, just like everything, just be completely illogical. Don't care what people think. Be self-amused and feel that self-amused frame, and feel that vibe and that energy in yourself coming up, you know, having fun, bringing value, not looking for approval, not caring what other people think of you, if you're looking stupid or whatever. You know, it simply doesn't matter. Because in a nightclub, you have to think that this is like a closed society, so to say. You know, the guys, if there's 4 dudes who put all their money together and to get a VIP table, and then maybe they're like short-term the highest status guys in the club, but as soon as they go outside of the club, they're the biggest loser when they're not drunk anymore because they have zero confidence. So like, that's what you have to think, right? So like, the guys in the VIP section, or the people that work there, and the DJ have the highest status in the club. But outside of the club, most of them don't have any status. Because DJs, what are they doing? Drinking, sometimes chilling with girls because they are in the club and they just happen to be around a lot of girls. But they're not like cool people most of the time. They're just like kind of nerds, you know, playing music, and they're kind of good at it, or somehow learned it or had connections. So like, by you showing up with a great energy, great voice and tonality, being on point, looking fresh, being illogical, having fun, being self-amused, you are immediately the highest status guy in the room. And some people will not like you, some girls will not like you, and that's just how it is. But I'm telling you, I can go in a club and I say I'm kissing 4 girls in the next 20 minutes of going into the club, and I make it happen. And I've done it several times. Like, most people don't even know how or what success looks like in a nightclub. You can literally get every single person in the nightclub high-fiving you, loving you. Hey, Michael, what's up? What's going on? You know, it's like you can do that. You just have to give yourself the permission to be completely free of worry, of doubt, of fear, and just having fun, you know, going out there and talking to everyone, being social, not judging yourself, not judging others. And then you're gonna have a lot of fun. Okay? Any questions?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm gonna hold the thing like this. So you see.
What's a good way to get yourself into that illogical state? Because during the day, I'm normally super logical. So sometimes I notice I have to warm up my mind to get into that state.
Yeah.
Like doing some jumping around or whatever. What's your tips?
Yeah, I mean, I just do that all the time, every day, you know? Like, you know, your name is Rick, I call you Rickson Clickson. You know, that's my way of self-amusement. His name is Michael, I call him Michael Cycle. You know, like, his name is Mohammed, I call him Frohamed. So, like, you wanna find a way how you can self-amuse yourself every single day. You know, and all the time, not only when you're going to the club. Of course, you can clap hand, you know, put your arms up right now, and you will see that you will be in a better mood, right? Yeah, hey, you know, when you're doing that, or like just screaming out, or like you're in the middle of the club and you're like, I have a small dick, you know, you just do like that fucked up shit. Like, don't you hear all the things that I'm saying all the time? It's crazy, right? I just say so many fucked up things that make me laugh. And if you make yourself laugh, then you make other people laugh. So that's how it works. Yeah? You don't want to worry what other people think. You want to worry what makes you laugh. And not only because you're going to the club to feel good or to have a good vibe, you want to have that vibe all the time. 24/7. When you wake up, I'm the best, you know? And then you go to the gym, you're working out, you're feeling good, and then you go to work, I'm the best at what I'm doing, I'm the best worker in every work that's there, you know? You just have to establish that mindset and that positivity, that you don't allow yourself to be negative at all, you know? And I see it like this, like everyone in the club is kind of a character. You know, I see everyone like a cartoon. Like, one is tall, one is fat, one is short, one is whatever, right? It doesn't really matter, but I just give everyone funny names. And they love it, you know? Like when we walking down the street and they all call me Canelo and McGregor, right? I do that to people all the time and I love it, right? So, like, when I meet a club owner or when I meet people or when I meet anyone, I just always make sure that I bring them value. Or like, if I see a guy that has 2 hot girls, I just take 2 of my girlfriends and introduce them 2 other girls to him, and then I can get to know the other girls. You know? So you just meet 2 girls, they can be your girlfriends or whatever, and you go out with them and introduce them to other girls or to a dude who has other girls around. You know? And then that's just how you open the sets, right? That's how you open groups. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And also when you approach in groups, they can also frame test you sometimes. You know, that they're silent or that they're just looking at you. You know, so for example, when you approach a group and they're like, when you approach a group and they're like kind of silent or they're just looking at you, then you just say, oh, I think you look dangerous. Okay, bye. You know, and then you just reapproach them later. So it doesn't even matter, right? So you can self-eject in a funny way, and you can also approach every single girl and every single man a couple of times. No, a nightclub. It's a social gathering. It's not like when you're going out in day game and when you approach a girl or you approach a group of girls and then you're trying to get their Instagram or their number because you'll never see them again. Here, you will always run into girls again, and you'll always run into people. So even when you invite a girl to your VIP section or to get a drink with you at the bar, she might not come the first time, but the second time she's gonna come. I had girls, like, I approached them, after 30 seconds, after exchanging names, I make out with them, and then they push me away, and I'm like, okay. And then I just keep having fun, come back later, talk to her, tell her, hey, my friend has a VIP table, come with me. And then I pull her on. You know, so like, don't see your, like, if someone is not reacting well to you, don't see it as a rejection. So don't see it as like, the set is stopped. You know? And then there's also, like I said, there's different parts of the night. So you have the pre-drinking. So you have the pre-drinking. Then you have the high time at the club. And then you have the pull time, right? So that's usually around like 2 or 3 a.m. when everyone is going out of the club. And then the people walk out of the club and then they're all standing here. And then you can take on the girls if you want. But you just have to be the guy that knows them maybe, or that just talks to them. And you just have to go through the front door. So it's the front door rule that you are leaving the club with it. And then you can say, hey, let's go to my after party, right? So also when you're walking around here, you can tell every girl, by the way, we have an after party at 3 p.m. At 3 a.m. Let's come to my after party, and you tell everyone it's the after party. Then it can also, the after party can be you and one girl. So it doesn't even matter, right? So you just say, hey, we're having an after party. Come to my VIP section. My friend has an after party. Let's go to the after party after. Tell your friends that we have an after party, you know? And you just seed it in their heads. And then later when you want to take home girls, then you have to be a problem solver, right? So for example, this is like 2 girls, and one of them is fat and grumpy, and she is not much into you and doesn't like you because she is not having fun, but this girl really likes you. So what are you gonna do?
Find a guy for the fat one.
Yeah, this is one option. You can find a guy for the fat one, you know, just find a fat guy.
And never a ride for the fat one.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the things. And there's different kind of objections coming up. So for example, she is seriously worried about her friend because she doesn't know you. So it's a trust issue. It could be a security issue. And even if it's like 2 attractive girls, you can try to take home both of them. I pulled 4 girls here and 1 gay dude. The other time I pulled 9 girls here and 1 gay dude. And that's like one big studio penthouse or however you want to call this. And at the first time there was only the gay dude left, and he's like, you want to sleep with me? And I'm like, bro. And you know, he was the last one left because he was like the leader of the, so it was basically like a team of the Xare Park. So like the fun and entertainment part. And he was the leader of the group, and it was only girls, and I pulled all of them home to my after party. And then the other time I pulled home 3 girls and a gay dude. And then I made out with all 3 girls, but only 1 ended up staying here. Hot Argentinian girl. There was a lot of fun, you know, we were chilling here, smoking, drinking, you know, just having a lot of fun. So like it's up to you to really make it happen. So you have to be the one that is solving the problems, finding the objections, and finding out how you can pull home the girl. And what's the problem? So you have to ask the girl.
Okay, so can you run through what the logistics look like from the evening, from the start of, the evening throughout the night till we end up pulling.
Yeah. Okay. So look, like I explained, this is our house, our small little house with one window and with one door. And that's where we're all gonna pull, okay? So it's 5 minutes from here, but you always say it's 2 minutes. So for example, when you go into the club and when you're talking to people and you just start a conversation, everyone is on vacation. So what you're gonna do is that you just start, hey guys, what are you up to? Where are you from? For example, if they're from Canada or from America or from Europe, oh nice, which hotel are you staying? So it's like a normal question that tourists ask themselves that gives you a logistical insight. So what you want to do, you want to figure out the logistics also when you're talking to girls in the daytime. You want to have the logistical questions that you need to ask in your mind, but you want to extract the answers in the conversation without really asking them. Right? So you approach two girls from Sweden. Oh, nice, you're from Sweden. Great. Is this your first time in Playa? And they're like, oh, yes, it's my first time in Playa. Nice. Which hotel are you staying? And then they say, yeah, we're in this hotel. Oh, nice. It's just around the corner, right? I also only live here 2 minutes away from here. And my friend is having a sick after party. You want to come? You know, so like this is how you do it. So you talk to these people and then you just ask them the logistical questions. And the best logistical question is, how do you know each other? Are you brothers and sisters? You make a good couple. You know, for example, if there's a girl and a dude standing around and you just tell, hey, you're a really great couple. And the girl's like, no, we are not a couple. You know, then you already know, okay, they're not together. So you always have to understand the group dynamics that are going on in the different kind of groups, right? Because you have to understand, okay, is this the guy? Is this his two wives or his two girlfriends, or are they just friends, or are they workmates or whatever? So you always have to find that out so you get the information later on how you can take home a specific kind of girl, you know? And sometimes the girls will also just leave their friends for you, but sometimes they won't. So for example, if you want to go home with a girl and her friend says, yeah, you can't go home with me tonight, or you can't go home with her or whatever, and she doesn't trust you, then you just give her your Instagram or your WhatsApp, or even show her your passport or your ID card that you know what's your name, and tell her where's your hotel, you know, just so you know, you give her that security. And you just tell her, hey, look, my friend, your friend and we like each other, and we just want to have a drink together after this, you know, and then you solve the problem basically. And people appreciate it if you're honest, and if you just say, hey, this is what's going on. You know, everyone is at the club to get laid. And we are there to get laid and paid, right? So when you're running game, when you're walking around, when you're socializing, you just inviting everyone to the VIP section, you merge sets, you introduce people to each other. Hey, Peter, this is Fernanda, do you want to meet Fernanda, you know? Or if there's two girls standing around, then like you said, you can just introduce them to a dude. For example, if this guy has been single for a long time, and it's just like, hey, Peter, meet Fernanda. And then he's talking to Fernanda, and you can go and make out with her friend, you know? So like, that's the thing. And generally, once the club is heated up, you only have like 1 to 2 hours to really take home the girls, right? And then you always want to look for the girl with the best logistics. You know, for example, if you're talking to a girl and she's really into you and she really wants you and she's just living around the corner and she even invited you to her place, then maybe it's a better idea to go home with her than with the maybe a little bit hotter girl with the 3 set, where they're all sleeping together in a bunk bed in their room, you know? So like, you just have to figure out, okay, where are they staying? Are they together in a room? Do they all have their own hotel? Is the hotel allowing guests? Like, all of these things you have to figure out, right? And you want to do it to the T. You have to get all the information, but not in a weird way. You just want to make sure that the conversation sounds natural, you know? And then also later, when we were 20 girls in the VIP section, then you have to pull the trigger yourself. You know, you have to decide which girl you're going to commit to, because you have to commit to one girl. You can't just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and that and that. I mean, I really don't care. You know, I'm probably going home with a girl tonight, but I don't care. I'm completely detached from the outcome, and if I'm going home alone, then I'm just gonna find another girl tomorrow. You know, so like you need to have that confidence that you can always get new girls. Like Michael. Michael yesterday approached a girl, 3 hours later, she's at his place, living legend. She was hot, she had fun, you had fun, right? So this is how quick it goes if you know what you're doing. And you just have to have fun, free flow, you know, talk to the DJ, talk to the people that are serving you in the VIP area. Hey, what's up? What's your Instagram, bro? You know, you're bros with everyone. You know, you're just like the best bro in the world, so to say. You know, hey, I'm throwing a party. You want to come in? You can bring your friends. You are super social, basically. You know. But also, you don't want to be a clown. And there is a big difference between being a clown and just being a cool guy. So you don't want to be a pushover beta male who is trying to impress people or anything like that. Okay?
What's the difference in that?
The difference between a pushover beta male and the clown and the cool guy is that the cool guy doesn't care if you like him or not. And the beta male is looking for approval and wants to get something out of it. You know, I make jokes to amuse myself and so I can laugh myself. I don't make jokes so you guys can laugh. But I'm laughing my ass off anyway, so you also laugh. You know, so that's the thing. Yeah. Any questions? Quick
So
and one line if possible.
yeah. So you mentioned having an after party. What do you do for an after party?
Yeah, the best is if you have some sort of at least 2 bedroom, because if you're pulling everyone in your 1 bedroom, and where you're gonna go with a girl, so you have a problem. So the best after party would actually be like a basement where there's like alcohol and food and maybe some comfortable seating, and then a completely locked room where you could go with a girl or like somewhere else you could go, right? So it has to be at least 2 bedrooms. And if that doesn't work, the rooftop works, but it's closed at 11 or 12 p.m. So that can be a problem. Yeah, and then you can still tell the girl, hey, let's go to my rooftop. There's a really nice view. And then, oh, it's closed. You know, so you can still use that as like a pulling reason or something like that. So that works. But generally, it's good if you have a place or organize something with friends where you have like a living room and then you have your own room where you can go to. You just have to make sure that no one is stealing anything, that there's only good people coming to your after party and all of these things. You know? Yeah. So look, the moment we come in here, we talk to everyone, we're making everyone, we're having fun, we make everyone like us. We know that we are the highest status people in the room, we are the funniest, we are the most social, we are the most confident, we're the most charismatic, we are the greatest people on planet Earth. And then we're gonna just talk to everyone, have fun. You know, don't only just stay in the VIP section. Maybe just one of us or 2 of us are gonna stay in the VIP section, and the others go out and just bring every single girl in the club in to the VIP section. And I did it on the last boot camp with Dennis, where we did it together and we had 20 girls. You know, and he made out with like 2 girls and I pulled a girl. So like I did it with he and me. At one point there was just our VIP section was completely empty, and then there was just all the girls drinking all the vodka because we didn't drink much anyways. So we just left and bring new girls, you know. Yeah, this one kind of hot, not so hot. Already made out with her. Next one, you know. So like yeah, and the good thing is, right? If you're having a lot of girls in the VIP section, then you can also tell your friends, hey, take a picture of me. You know, we also bring in a light so you can take some nice footage of you with the girls, and then you have photos with girls that are leaning into you, so you don't lean into them or you're weird or needy or anything. So we just take footage and take photos with the girls if they want, and then you can use it for your social media, and then you're just a cool guy that looks cool. And that also helps you when you're out in day game or when you're meeting people. Everyone likes men that have other women, right? So you can use that, put it on your Instagram, and then it makes everything easier. Because you want to be perceived as someone that has a cool lifestyle, that is having fun, that is dressed well, that is social, that is confident, that has girls in his life, and that has a cool lifestyle and social circle and has some sort of social proof or preselection. All right? Okay. We have girls coming anyways. So there will be girls coming. You invited girls, you invited girls, you invited girls, I invited girls. If they come, cool. If they don't come, also cool. We're just gonna get all the girls in the VIP area. So you don't, yeah, like it doesn't even matter, you know? It's not a matter if, it's when. And it's probably 30 minutes after we come into the club. You know? So do you guys all understand this concept, and do you understand it and all the things that I talked about? Is there any verbal game or any advice that you need on like how to, what to do, what to say, all of these things? I already gave you access to the Kino escalation module, right? So you know how to do all that. High five, fist bump, hugging, having fun, putting the girls into you, talking in their ear, you know, taking their two friends. So what do you do when your wingman is coming in? What do you say?
Hey, this guy climbed Mount Everest 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, make something up that makes him look like a badass.
Yeah.
Or
this
something
guy.
just funny.
Yeah. This guy was in the plane when it went into the World Trade Center, and he survived. You know? So like, yeah. Pro Ahmed was it, right? So like, you know, you can make up the craziest stories, I'm telling you guys. It's so funny, man. You just say that this crazy stuff, and the girls love it, I'm telling you that. And the girls are always like, really? Yeah, or like, you know, Michael is coming into the set with ring. Oh, that's my dad. Oh, that's my grandpa. They're like, really? Yeah, you know, I'm going to the gym. I'm looking still good, right? So you have to go into the role play. And then, or like when the girls are asking you, so where are you from? And I'm like, from Korea. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yes, can't you see? You know, so you're just making all this funny stuff, right? And that's how you want to act in a nightclub. So don't take yourself seriously. Don't take the girls seriously. Have fun. Just be self-amused and just go out, talk to everyone. Tell everyone that you're gonna do an after party, even if you don't have an after party. Just your apartment is the after party, you know? And if you're taking 2 girls or 3 girls or whatever, just take home girls and have a lot of fun.